Lydia had always been a practical woman. Skepticism was stitched into the very fabric of her being, like the auburn hairs on her head. She lived alone in the old Victorian house, long left to her by her eccentric aunt, a rumored sorceress. It was on the night of the autumn equinox when the whispers began. At first, they were faint, barely audible murmurs that fluttered around her ears like gnats. Lydia dismissed them, attributing the sounds to old pipes or the creaking bones of the house. But on the third night, just as the full moon hung heavy in the sky, the whispers grew into discernible words, chilling her to the core. "Lydia, come up, come up." Fear gripped her heart with icy fingers, but curiosity gnawed at her as well. She clutched her lantern and began her ascent up the narrow staircase that led to the attic. Each step creaked in protest. Each shadow seemed to writhe and twist. With every step, the whispers grew louder and more insistent. "Lydia, come up, come up." When she reached the attic door, her hand trembled as she turned the knob. The air grew thick and cold, her breath visible in the dim lantern light. The attic was just as she remembered it from her childhood, dust-laden and cluttered with ancient trunks and forgotten furniture. But tonight, something was different. In the corner of the room, hidden by the shadows, was a large, ornate mirror she had never seen before. She felt an inexplicable compulsion to approach it. As she neared the mirror, the whispers reached a fever pitch, crescendoing into a cacophony that threatened to burst her eardrums. One word stood out among the clamor: "Look." Lydia peered into the mirror's depths, and the lantern's light flickered. The reflection that stared back wasn't her own. It was her aunt, eyes wild and mouth twisted into a malevolent grin, whispering Lydia's name. Paralyzed by horror, she watched as her aunt's reflection began to climb out of the mirror, first a hand, then an arm. Lydia tried to scream, but no sound escaped. She stumbled backward, dropping the lantern, its flame extinguishing instantly. The room plunged into darkness, save for the eerie, pale light emanating from the mirror. Lydia's mind raced, but her body was frozen in place. The whispers returned, now all around her, closer, louder, maddening. Without the lantern's warmth, she felt the cold seep into her bones, felt the presence of something evil drawing nearer. The last thing she saw before blacking out was her aunt's face inches from hers, whispering, "Welcome home."